It's a great day. My name is Shay Brown and my company is Peak Performance Institute. And what we do is we teach you an easier way to be successful in sales. Most people believe that salespeople are naturally born, but I don't believe that's true anymore. I don't believe that folks are just born with this gift of being a natural salesperson or even a sales superstar. What I do believe is this: the sales professionals, sales champions, they're made. And I have the distinct honor, I have the privilege of working with everyday folks who weren't born a sales champion. They're not wired or given a gift of sales, but it is a skill that they can learn. Now, let me ask you this question before. Have you ever felt uncomfortable in a sales presentation? Is there something inside of you that's holding you back from manifesting who you are during a sales conversation? Do you feel like sometimes you might come across a little too pushy? Even if you're not, you might feel that way. Is there something maybe in your past that's happened when you were a child? Maybe it's just as an adult, or maybe it's always been with you on who you are, so you haven't been able to really manifest your greatness in the area of sales. Let me just be honest with you and tell you a quick story, because the authentic, I'll say, sales system is the closest thing I know to the magic cure, if you will, to answering all those questions. And I had to go through those questions myself in order to get to where I am. So I understand, I get it. I'm just like you. In fact, let me tell you just a quick story. I wasn't born a natural salesperson or even a sales champion. A little bit about me: I worked in corporate America, and then I got laid off back in 2004, over 10 years ago. And when I first got started, I found myself having to talk to people. Have you ever been there where you have to talk to people? And I decided that, okay, I can talk to people. I can be an entrepreneur. I can take my gifts, hang my shingle out the door, if you will, which is what I did, get started. And I believed, in my heart of hearts, I believed, and maybe you believe this, I said, well, maybe because of my education, I have a master's degree in business and a few letters behind my name. Maybe because of all the seminars that I had while I was in corporate America and the seminars I've been purchasing on my own. Maybe because of all the books that I've read and the folks that have mentored me, somebody's going to hire me. I was dead wrong, by the way. No one was hiring me to help them live their dream or improve their business, although I was very talented. At least I believed I was. I had the skills. At least I believed I was, and many people told me I did, but it didn't happen. So let's talk about what did happen, by the way. I found myself getting no business, and then I started burning through all of my cash reserves. I was out of money. I even dipped and started going through my 401k, which at the time it was SEP, and I know I shouldn't do it, but I did it because I had this burning passion, this desire to help people really achieve their dreams. And so when you burn through all your cash reserves, you burn through your 401k, there's nothing left. What happens? Well, for me, I found my car being repossessed. Very embarrassing situation to not have a car any longer. And then the ultimate happened. After my car was repossessed, it was just a domino effect, by the way. I found myself in a very personal bankruptcy. And what a very humbling experience that was. And if you've been through that, and hopefully you get it, and if you haven't, then I'm very glad that you haven't. Maybe you know someone that is, and I can tell you it's a very low point. But what I started learning was this. There was this skill out there there was this system out there that I needed to learn in order to be a more effective communicator. Now, a communicator was someone that's going to at least talk about how I can solve someone else's problem. There was a better way, and that way was to learn selling skills. Now, here's what I do know. You can jot this down in your notes. This I know for sure. If you didn't take any notes at all, please jot this down in your notes. Selling is a learned skill. That's right. Selling is a learned skill. See, you can learn to sell. I learned to sell, and I'm not a natural salesperson. And by learning the systems, by learning the structure, by learning this insider secrets and the tips and the tricks, I was able to pull myself from a very bad situation and find myself being able to at least talk to people about how I solve their problems. And I was able to pick myself up, rebuild my business by learning these selling skills, taking these selling courses, working with these selling mentors. And I said, okay, I've got a purpose. I've got a passion. How do I bring those together? What's the fuel that I needed? And you know what the fuel was? I'll tell you. The fuel was more sales in my business. See, selling is not everything, but you'd probably agree with me, all of you watching, no matter where you are in your life cycle or your business cycle, you'd probably agree with this. Money is not everything, but cash flow solves so many problems. So I decided that I wanted to do something for other folks that were just like me. And so I'm introducing for the very first time the authentic sales system. Now you might be wondering, Shay, what is the authentic sales system? What does it even mean? I'm hearing it for the very first time. What does it mean? I know you are, because I've never released this to the public like I'm doing now. I've only reserved it for my paying clients who pay me thousands of dollars to work with them in groups, sometimes one-on-one, so they can learn these skills. Here's it is. Jot this definition in your notes, please. The authentic sales system is where you sell by being yourself. That's right. You sell by focusing on who you are, not who you believe a salesperson should be. And more importantly, the authentic sales system, you sell from a place of coming from one place. Take your right hand, do this. Take your right hand, do this. Place it over your heart, please. Place it over your heart and just listen for a moment. You sell from the place of the heart. It's a heart sell from a position of service. See, that's what the authentic sales system is, and you can learn that system. You can be yourself. See, you can do this. If others have done it, so can you. So I'm really excited to be introducing a way that folks who may shy away from sales, or maybe they're introverts, can now, you know what? You learn this system and it what? Changes your life. So I want to extend a very special invitation for you to join me in a very intimate conversation where I'm going to talk about my struggles, talk about what I've gone through, and also share the systems that I've shared with my clients and what they've gone through, and then you can do that as well. You've heard this phrase before, but it's so important that success leaves clues. So I'm going to give you all the clues, but more importantly, the proven system that you can use to fuel your purpose, fuel your passion, and do all the things you want to achieve the dream you had as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as a speaker, as an author, as a coach, as a mentor, or maybe someone that just has this desire. You know that inside of you, you can perform at a much higher potential. You can get there. In selling, being able to effectively communicate through the authentic sales system is the right step for you, because you've never been in this type of conversation. So I'm going to extend an invitation for you to head on over to beyourselfselling.com. Now, what's the website again? beyourselfselling.com. Now, once you get there at www.beyourselfselling.com, head on over there. Follow the instructions. Join me for a very private conversation. I'm going to bring in some other experts, but you're going to have opportunity to communicate with me. Now, don't keep this to yourself, please. Even if you say, Shay, I'm okay with that. I'm already a sales champion. I don't need to worry about getting any better. I'm cool with that. No problem. But pay this forward. Share this message with someone else. Please share this message with someone else. Pay it forward. Help someone else out there. Help the next entrepreneur, the next small business person, the next person that has the product or service, the cure to make this world a better place. Please pay it forward. What would you do? Send them over to beyourselfselling.com. I'm looking forward to connecting with you. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the other side. With that being said, make it a great day, everyone. And we're going to make some good things happen. We connect again next time.